Golf Pass, I've got a practice plan that's gonna help you play lights out from tee to green. We're gonna go over how to hit longer drives, make perfect contact with your irons, stop having bad misses around the greens, and eliminate three putts. Following this practice plan is gonna make the next shot your best shot. Welcome to the series premiere of The Next Shot. We're here at Pelican Golf Club in Bel Air, Florida, and I'm your host, Natalie Sheehan. I've been incredibly lucky to learn from some of the best in the business when it comes to golf instruction. Coaches like Martin Hall, Susie Whaley, my husband Justin Sheehan, and so many more. And I can't wait to help you make the next shot your best shot. There are two key words we're going to use today to help you hit longer, straighter drives, and those are step and shallow. When you're playing on the golf course, you've got usually 14 fairways on a standard golf course, and your goal is not to hit 14 fairways necessarily. Even the best in the world don't do that. Your goal is to stop hitting shots out of play and taking on penalty strokes. So we're gonna try and keep the ball in play off the tee, but we also wanna hit it a longer way because statistically, having a shorter club into the green is going to help you hit more greens. If you've got a pitching wedge or a 9-iron, versus a 5-iron or longer into the green, you're going to hit more greens and you're going to have a shorter putt for your par or birdie. So that is our goal today. The first thing we're gonna do is take a look at a great player's swing, Patty Tavatanakit. She plays on the LPGA Tour and she's one of the longest drivers on the LPGA Tour. She's got a great golf swing, and that's what our first drill that we're gonna work on is going to have us do. So she does such an excellent job as she swings into that backswing. She's got a nice big turn, and as she starts into her downswing and then into impact, she does an excellent job of pushing up off of the ground on that lead leg and really using the ground to create a nice, consistently straight club face, but also a lot of power and speed. So that push off of the ground that you see her do as she comes down into impact helps her generate a ton of club head speed. But again, she has a lot of rotation as well to keep that club face nice and stable. So our first drill is one you could do very easily at home or at the gym. Add this into your workout, but we're gonna translate this into a nice feel that you could use with your club in your hand. So I've just got a nice little, you could use a Pilates block, any kind of step that you've got. This is a kind of aerobics step here. So all I'm gonna do is set up with my front foot on top of the box here. I'm gonna put my hands across my shoulders, and as best you can, just get into your golf posture here. We're gonna turn into our back side here. I'm going to push a little bit forward, and as I go through, I'm actually going to push up on my left leg and jump up a little bit as I go through. So this is gonna really force you, since this foot's higher, to push up even harder and train those muscles to have a little bit more of a fast twitch reaction so that when you've got your golf club in your hand, we can do this more efficiently and faster. So I'll do it in full speed for you here. So we're gonna turn, push, and hop. And you can kind of hop backward, you can do whatever works for you, but the key is turn, push, hop. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna translate that to using our golf club. And this is a great feel that you can use on the golf course for a nice sequence. So if I did some practice swings here, translating from our drill, I'm turning back, push into my front side, and then I'm gonna push up as I get into the ball. So turn, bump, push. Turn, bump, push. And so the push off of my front leg happens as that club head is coming into the golf ball, and it's gonna generate a lot of club head speed. So let's put that to the test using those key words. Turn, bump, push. Yeah, and as you can see, we get a lot of distance. That ball pops right off the club face. You're gonna have more speed and hit more greens. Now, the other very important aspect to hitting longer and better drives, and this has been studied widely in the last 5 or so years, is shallowing the golf club a little bit. So if the golf club is coming in from slightly underneath the plane or slightly from in to out more, they've found that that actually creates a little bit more time to create more club head speed. And so that is essential. If you are somebody who slices it and you hit big, high, spinny shots, you know that you lose a lot of distance when you do that. So it would make sense then that if we can shallow the club a little bit more efficiently, we can create less spin, which creates more distance and more club head speed. So one of my favorite thoughts or feelings for working on this is using a T-ball here. Now, I have trouble sometimes with this because in golf, right, we're swinging down at the ground. So when I play tennis, if I try and hit a T-ball, a lot of the time I end up accidentally swinging too much underneath it, too much up and down, which is a lot of people's fault in golf, and that's what makes the ball slice or spin too much. So our goal here is we're gonna shallow the club, but when you shallow the club, we're gonna pay attention mostly to our right arm here. In baseball, we start up here, and the bat moves downward as you start swinging this way, and then it stays almost on this kind of level plane as we go through. Really important for creating lower spin and more of a draw pattern, which is gonna equal more distance. So let's go ahead and hit one here. So again, we're gonna start up tall, and I'm gonna really feel my right arm turning underneath this way, shallowing that bat out as we go through. I actually hit it, so that's really impressive. I'm very happy with that. Now, let's see if we can have that same feeling. Grab my Adams Idea driver here. Now, when you're on the golf course, this is a really nice feel to have. I do this quite a bit when I am playing. I'll have the driver up in front of me like so, as I did with the baseball bat there, and kind of go back this way. Notice how my right elbow and arm are tucked underneath, and I try and feel that same feeling, like the club is swinging more on an even plane up here, versus the mistake that you make if you slice it is the club would dip down this way quite a bit or swing more down toward the ground versus staying up on this nice even plane. So same idea as the shallowing with that baseball bat there. So I'm kind of feeling that right arm coming a little bit more this way, thinking about swinging a little bit more out to the right. That's gonna help us hit long, straight drives. Yeah, so we get that super long, straight drive. I would take that every time. I love the club head speed I get when I have these thoughts and feels. So remember, our keys to hitting longer, straighter drives are pushing up from the ground with that front leg and then making sure we shallow the golf club. If you can use these feels on the golf course, I know you're gonna hit your longest, straightest drives ever. To make the next shot your best shot. Wow, I love the distance and accuracy I get with my Adams Idea driver. To purchase this golf club, head to adamsgolf.com.